And then you separate both in like as equal stacks as you can. Yeah, oh, that does. Wow, that is perfect. Hey everyone, this is Thecos. Today I will bring to you Zombie Diner, a small solo-only game. Takes about 15 to 20 minutes to play, is very quick to set up and also quite easy to play. I did not have this on my watch list or anything, right? I didn't even know that game existed. It just released this year and I just saw someone online in the German board game forum where I like sell most of my games and also like buy a lot of used copies of games that I want to have. I saw somebody sell it there and I thought like, you know what? Solo game, not too expensive, small package. Yeah, sure, you know what? The worst that can happen is that I buy it for the channel, show it to you, and then I will never play it again. But I think I will actually keep this because this is actually pretty cool. All right, before we get started, grab yourself a cup of tea and let's do this. All right, there we go. All right, so yeah, let's just open this up. I will not do a montage for the setup because the setup is very quick. One thing that's pretty cool is that there are like just cards, like around like 10 cards with like the rules on them. The other side then has the I think the Italian version on it. That's pretty cool. So all right. What is this game? Well, this game actually, it's just a simple card game, so to speak, that just consists of cards that have a room on one side and a zombie on the other side. That's all they have. That's all the cards have. And the art style is really cool. This kind of looks like, it kind of reminds me of, well, not quite, but maybe this one is especially, but it kind of reminds me of that, was it Rugrats? I'm not quite sure if that is how it was called, but I think so. Kind of that art style of that cartoon back then. All right. So, yeah, let's just put that up here. This is actually a game where I can do that. All right. So how does this game work? Well, actually, setup is very simple. What we do is we just shuffle all the cards. And what you usually do is, well, just give them a quick overhand shuffle here. And what you usually do is you just take a few of these cards and you just turn them over, right? It's just like you want to have like rooms and zombies here, right? It doesn't really matter how many you have, but just a few. And then you remove a specific number of cards depending on the difficulty. I play on normal, so that means I remove 10 cards. If you want to play on easy, you remove 20 cards. And if you play on hard, you remove none. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are returned to the box, but I will just put them aside for now. And then you separate both in like as equal stacks as you can. Yeah, oh, that does. Wow, that is perfect. Just very equal. All right. And then you just like put here, let's just put these here. Put like 2 stacks here. So like 2 decks here to draw cards from. Actually, before you do that, I should have taken like 4 cards, but I will just take them like 2 from here, 2 from there, and then we are fine. What I will do with these 4 cards for the setup is I will turn them all to the room side and I will like puzzle them together. So just a quick thing on the rooms. What do we see here? Well, there are actually like 2 things we see on these rooms. One thing is like a specific tool. These are important for the zombies to actually like defeat them or like feed them. We're actually feeding them. So example here is a broom. Here is like this spatula, is that how you call it in English? I think so. And also you see doors. This room, for example, has a door there and one there. This one has 2 doors here. This one has 2 doors there, and this one 3 doors even. And some of the doors have like a red symbol here. That means you can only connect that to a room with that tool, right? All right, so let's just like puzzle that stuff together here. We have like the one with the 3 here. Let's put that one like at the edge. So I couldn't like put this here, right? Because this is not the correct tool. So we might use that for a zombie later on. So that means let's go over here. And then I will do one here and maybe one there like this. Yeah, I think that's how we'll puzzle together. So you always like align these doors with one another. The colors don't matter as far as I know, at least. A small disclaimer, I just got this game, I think like 2 days ago or something. And I played a few games to to kind of get to know the rules. But it's possible that I still get a few rules wrong, especially there are like 1 or 2 things I'm not quite sure of. I'm just going to play those the way I interpret them. If they are not correct, then I will add that like as a subtitle or as a comment. All right, so how does this game work? Well, the rules are actually very, very simple. First, what we do is we always like take the 2 top cards from the decks, right? So I will just take these top 2 cards here. What I will do with those is like decide which one I want to turn to the room side or keep it there, and which one I will turn to the zombie side. Huh? So I always have like 50% of information here, right? So none of these actually fit there. This tool I already have, and this one I don't have yet. So it might make sense to take this one here, okay? So what I will do is I will keep this one here, and this I will turn to the zombie side. Huh? A well-dressed gentleman. So, and now we take a look here what they need to actually like be fed, so to speak, right? And let me just put this here someplace. Let me just put it here like this, I think. Oh, this one has also 2 doors. Are there rooms with only 1 door? I'm not quite sure at the moment. So first you place the room, and then you have to feed the zombie. And that's like one of the rules I'm not quite sure of. I don't know if you can also do it the other way around, that you can first like feed the zombie and then place a room. That can become quite important. My last game, for example, I lost because I did like in that order, right? But most people online, like 2 people that I found, say online that you first have to place the room and then feed the zombie. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. If we find out we don't have to, that's fine. So I placed my room, and then I need to feed the zombie. So these are the 3 things that I need to have, right? I need 2 of these spatulas, which I have, and this thing here, that hammer kind of thing, right? I have all of that. That's good, because if I have all of that, I can remove one of those together with the card to feed the zombie, and I'm fine. Let's say I didn't have all of that. Then I would have to take the zombie and put it next to a door. I would have to align it like with the card. So not like this, right? Either like this or like that. But that would mean, first of all, I would block an entrance. I would block a door. And secondly, I can only have 1 zombie here per room, right? So this room, all doors are occupied. Same thing here, same thing here. So I only have room for 2 zombies here, right? Or like, yeah, for 2 zombies. And if I ever can't place a zombie or can't place a room, things like that, then I lose the game. I win when one of these decks is empty. So, but I can feed this guy, right? Because I have everything that we need. So I will just remove this one here and the zombie, remove them from play. And yep, that's it. And that's, that's all you need to know how to play the game, right? So, this one here, I couldn't feed even if I placed the room here. So probably would make sense not to take this one, right? So I will turn this one to the zombie side. Huh? This one to the room side. Always 1 room, 1 zombie. This one I also cannot feed. That is kind of bad. But okay, that is the way it is. Let me put this one right here. Oh, another rule that I forgot to mention is you are not able to overlap cards, right? I don't have an example now, but I couldn't just overlap cards. All right, so, and now this zombie here. The zombie is a horde. That means I need to feed him and all of the zombies here at the top of the deck. So I could immediately lose already, right? All right, so the order of how I need to feed them, I think it doesn't matter. But let's see. So this one here I could feed, that's fine, right? For that I just have to remove like one of these things here. I'm gonna remove this one here. By the way, someone is hammering here in the apartment complex, so I hope you don't hear that too much. This one I can't feed, and this one I can't feed either. And this is also where the rules are not quite clear, right? If I like fed or defeated that zombie, if I can also like discard it with that room that I did, but that's the way I played, because otherwise it wouldn't make any sense, right? Otherwise it would be just way too hard. So I'm able to remove that one. These 2 I cannot feed, so I have to add them to the diner, which is really bad, because this might actually make me lose already, because I only have 2 open doors at the moment. I have only 2 doors at the moment, right? But let's see. Maybe I'm lucky. So I will add this one right here, and I will add this one right here. That was way too early to get a horde, so I might already lose. All right, let's take these 2 here, like that. I will actually I will actually keep it like that. And this is where the rule comes in. Do you have to place a room first or not? If I have to place the room first, then I lose because I can't place it, right? But let's just for this playthrough, not to end that quickly, let's just continue by doing the zombie here first. The zombie has an effect again, which means if I place the this is what it is, like a stench. That means if I place it by a room, I cannot like discard that room. I will talk about that now because I will actually do that. Because these two things, I have them right here and there, and I will discard this one here to feed that zombie. Right? I can do that like this. That's fine. And then I also discard the zombie here attached to that. But whenever I discard a room with a zombie attached, I also need to discard another. I need to discard another room. So I will also discard this one here, right, with that zombie. So that one is already gone, but I need to discard another room. I will just discard this one here, like that. And this one I will now place. Usually you have to place the room first, I think, but just for this playthrough, not to end that quickly, right? For those of you who want to do it by the book, yes, I have officially lost the game, but let's just continue a little bit. All right, so that was like really unlucky. Okay, so this one I definitely could not feed no matter what I did, no matter what I do. So let me just turn these two over. Oh, this one neither. Okay, so first I place the room. Let me just place it like this maybe. And this one I will place here by the... Oh, actually, there are two doors here. Let me place this one right here, up there, like this. Okay, then the next ones. This one here, I could also not feed. So let me also turn both over. This one here, also not. Oh, okay, I'm doing pretty bad at the moment. This one I could have put there, but that's the way it is. Let me do it like this, maybe. Yeah, I think like this. And you, I will put over here. Like that. Just let me face you the other way. Okay. It's not looking good. Not at all. Okay, so, well, they're both the same room, so I will just turn over any of those. But this one, no, actually, I cannot place them anywhere anyway. So let me just turn one of them over. Okay, this one here, I would be able to feed. That is good. That is really good. So let me just place this one maybe right here. Actually, like this would make more sense. You can't quite see it, so I will just pull that up in just a moment. And this one here. So I do have these two things, there and there, right? And I will discard one of those, this one here, to discard that one. Since there's a zombie attached, I need to discard another room. Let me discard this one here. And since there's a zombie attached, I need to discard another room. Let me take, I don't know, maybe... What do I see up here? Yeah, let me take this one as well. All right. Okay, a lot of discarding here. The diner has shrunk quite a bit. But we are still able to continue. If we disregard that I probably already lost the game before. Depending on how the rules are, right? If you can if you can deal with the cards in any order, then I'm still in the game. This one here, I would be able to feed if I put that one there. That is nice. The heart won't help me. I will get to that in just a moment. So let me put that one right here. Like this, I guess. No, actually, let me put it like this here. That's possible, right? Because that is the exact same tool. And then I will discard one of these two. Actually, let me discard... I don't know. Yeah, let me discard this one again. Discard this one. So now the heart would mean that I could now discard a zombie that is like attached to any room, right? But there is none, so this doesn't help me, unfortunately. All right, next cards. Let's see here what we have. All right. Can I... Yeah, well, I could take any of these depending on what the other card has. But the heart could be... Actually, the heart doesn't help me, but this one would be pretty bad. So let me turn over this one. That was the wrong one. Okay, so let me put this one, place this one first. Let me place that one, I guess, right here. And this one I cannot feed or defeat. The rule kind of leaves it up to your interpretation. All right, so let's take these two here. Okay, I definitely want to defeat this one here, which I can't. So this is why I will turn both over. Oh, that's a horde. Oh, that I'm going to lose now. I'm definitely going to lose now. So this one I would be able to defeat. That's fine. This one I wouldn't be able to, and this one I wouldn't be able to either. Okay, that means I think we lost. But let's see. Let me put this one right there. So, and then I will first defeat this one here. No. Wait. Not this one here. This one here, by removing this. And since I removed one with a zombie, I need to remove one more. It doesn't really matter. Let me remove this one here. I guess, yeah. Okay. And then these two I cannot defeat or feed, so I will just have to add them, I guess. Let me add one here and one there. Okay, we have one door that we can use here. Actually, it would make sense to put him here, right? Probably would make more sense. I guess, yeah. All right. Let's take these two. We do have one room and, well, this one I already have. So let me keep this one and turn over that one here. I am not able to feed that one. So let's see what we can do. So let me put that one right here. And this one I will just put next to that door right here. Yeah, with that I think we're gonna lose again. But we're almost down. We're down to the last 3 cards. So we almost would have won. At least our second attempt here. This one I am able to actually remove, but I'm not able to add this room here, right? So I would now lose again, but let us play by the rule again that we can also like deal with that one first, but I have to like deal with like those here as well. So I'm definitely going to lose now. So I would remove this one here for that one, and then I would have to remove one more and one more. So I definitely would have lost anyway, because yeah, that's another loss condition. Having no diner anymore, right? All right, well, that was a really bad playthrough, but that's also what this game is. So let me talk about the game. Just a few like impressions, unscripted review. I like the idea of the game quite a bit. I like the, it's not an I cut you choose game, but it kind of feels like one, right? Because you only have like part of the information, you need to work with that, right? You're not like exactly cutting anything, right? But you're like choosing like which cards to actually use in what way. Of course, you don't have a whole lot of player agency here because you like see what you have there and you try to think like, is that a good thing? Can I work with that? If not, you turn over the cards, right? So it's very low player agency and the game is incredibly luck driven. And also the rules aren't 100% clear, right? There are like 2 or 3 rules. I'm not quite sure how to play, but it's a solo game, right? It's not a competitive game. You play it by yourself. I guess you can do the rules however you want to. I play with having to place the room first, but if it like happens like quite early that I can't do that, then I just like deal with the zombie first, right? I think the rule is better that you can do it in any order because the game is hard enough as it is because it's very, very luck driven. I also had like one game that was like really easy to win, right? And this one was now a lot harder. So yeah, it kind of like depends on how the cards come out, and how you choose like which cards you choose, which you also don't know, right? Really luck driven. Just a little play agency, not as much as it could have, but I like the art style, I like the small package, and I also do like the concept quite a bit. It's kind of cool to puzzle that together and kind of think of, okay, what are you doing? I do have the feeling that I'm building up something that is like being torn down again. And I like this idea. There are like more and more games nowadays, like that came out within the last year or maybe 2, that like make you build up something, but also like tear it down again. Moon Colony Bloodbath, a game that I really like, is doing that. I need to bring a video to that channel. This one here is doing it. A Wild Venture is kind of doing that. So I like this idea of you building up something, but it's also like being torn down again. And this game does that as well, just in a very small package. So yeah, really cool little game. I really enjoyed that. This is designed by someone, by Davide Corcelli, and illustrated by Mathieu Lol and Marco Saloni. Yeah, I think this is like an Italian publisher. As far as I know, you see like Italian and English are the rules here. So I have even no idea if that exists in other languages. I think not yet. I think this is like all there is at the moment. I think this was a Kickstarter, if I'm not mistaken. And I somehow completely missed that. I'm not on Kickstarter and GameFund as much anymore as I used to be, so I guess that's why. But yeah, very cool little game. I really enjoyed playing that and showing that to you. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for staying to the very end. As usual, I would like to thank you all for your support. Seriously, I'm truly grateful for all of you. Especially want to give a shout out to my generous patrons, and the biggest thanks go to Thecos for supporting me at the highest tier. That is really generous. I truly appreciate that. You can also support me by watching, liking, and commenting on my videos, subscribing to my channel, supporting me on Patreon, and joining my Discord server to hang out with me in my amazing community. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the very next video or my Discord server. Take care, everyone. Stay safe and cheers.